Okay, today we'll be opening up this Purolator Boss oil filter, number PBL14476, and we'll be comparing it to this Wix XP oil filter, number 51394XP. And I got these two oil filters from a very generous viewer whose name is Jim from Mobil, Alabama. Thanks, Jim. These filters fit Jim's wife's 2008 Toyota Matrix. Yep, the one with the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine. She uses this Matrix in her cleaning business and puts 20,000 miles a year on this car. And these two filters are going to duke it out. Could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started.
This is a matter of you gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your inlet here, filtration everywhere here.
Okay, let's start with the Purolator Boss, and we'll start with the box. Smart Fusion technology. That's a polymer backing. It's rated for 20,000 miles, synthetic media. If we look over here, we'll see 99%. That's at particles 25 microns. Actually says over 99%. Silicone anti drain back valve. Puro steel gasket. That's ethylene acrylic gasket. Okay, Boss steel casing. Alright, that's about all the important information on this box. Let's open this box and see what this filter looks like. Date code F09R12E1. And this is a sticker. Look over here, it'll say Made in USA, Man and Hummel. And this filter has 8 inlet holes. You can see the silicone drain back valve. 4 grooves there for threads. Metal core with louvers. Bypass valve down below. And this is the acrylic, ethylene acrylic gasket. Okay, let's look at the Wix filter. Wix XP. Designed for full synthetic oils. Look over here, we'll see ideal for heavy loads. And you can see here it says wire backed full synthetic media. You got a little picture of it there. And that's pretty much all the important information on this box also. So let's open this box up and see what this filter looks like. 110322DG. This filter also has a sticker. It says Man and Hummel. And if we look over here, it'll say Made in USA. And this filter has 8 inlet holes also. Look a little bit larger. You can see silicone anti drain back valve. Metal core with louvers. Bypass valve down below. 3 grooves there for threads. And nitro rubber gasket. The Wix looks like it maybe sticks out just a little bit more. Yeah. Alright, base plates you can see. Yeah, the inlet holes are larger on the Wix. Alright, let's take these two filters, cut them open, and see what they look like. Be right back. Okay, here they are cut open. Let's get their weights. The Purolator, 233.1 gram. The Wix, 197.9 grams. Take a look at the gaskets. So the Wix on the right is a little bit thicker gasket. I'll put their thickness up on the screen. Base plates, let's go with the Purolator. 120.3 grams. The Wix, 82.6 grams. Let's take a look at these guys up close. You can see the threads. The Purolator's got one extra groove there for threads, but the inlet holes on the Wix is larger. And let's look at the anti-drain back valves. These are identical anti-drain back valves. They got the same numbers even. See, this one's got, they're down here like this. You can see them. This one's got smaller numbers. If I can find them right there. But these numbers match up to those numbers. Except for the U. It's the only difference. The other numbers match up. And they look identical also. This one just has this white, almost like a white powder on it or something. It rubs right off. these are identical, and they fit right over these inlet holes real nice. So I give that a tie. These filters are pretty much the same, but you see the rest of it. Purolator filter element, 60 grams. And the element for the Wix is 60.6 grams. Now, there's pretty much a tie there. And these guys look the same also. They had to label them just to see them apart, because you know, the end caps are the same. They got the same bypass valves. They both have the same amount of pleats, metal crimp seams. So I'll put those pleats up on the screen. It's 45 pleats. The Purolator on the left, Wix on the right. And I'll put the micron ratings on these. They're both synthetic medias with a mesh backing, polymer mesh backing. The Purolator is 99% at 25 microns. And the Wix is, on O'Reilly's website, it says 99% at 35 microns. But I mean, I look at these filters, I think they're identical. They both have stamp leaf springs, and they're identical also. Look at that. So that's the same tie. Cans, I think the cans are tied too. 37.3 grams for the Wix, 37.2 grams for the Purolator. And I'll put the thickness of these guys on the screen. It's the same thickness. Yeah, they look like the same cans, just a different color, different stickers. Now let's get the width of these filter medias. 2.12 inches minus a tenth of an inch for the Purolator. And the Wix, 2.18 inches wide minus a tenth of an inch for the Wix. So they're pretty much the same there also. Yeah, so let's take these two filters. You can see inside there. They both got the same colored glue also. It's got that cream colored glue. So let's take these two filters, cut them open, stretch them out, and see what they look like. Be right back. Okay, here they are, both stretched out. And both filters are the same length. I'm going to call it 39 inches because I took some samples. Okay, now let's get the thickness of this filter media. And this thickness is going to be pretty thick because I couldn't get the backing off of these guys. I'll show you that in a minute. But the Purolator, 1.35 millimeters thick. And the Wix, 1.24 millimeters thick. Okay. So this is the filtering side. The back side, you can see the backing on here. It's polymer mesh backing. And these filters under a microscope look exactly the same. I would say they would do the same filtering job. Why they have a different micron rating, I don't know. But let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see, you know, you can tell they're both synthetic fibers, synthetic media, and they look like they do the same filtering job. See, I tried taking these apart, but see what happens. Part of the filter goes with they're fused together so well that it doesn't want to come apart. Sometimes they come apart, sometimes they don't. And these two don't want to come apart. So I just kept them together like that because it's the same backing on both of them. I would say that these two filters are probably made in the same manufacturing plant because these filter medias, they're identical in every way. So let's take a look at the rest of the filter. So looking at these two filters, I would say everything is pretty identical. The only difference I would say is these base plates. You can see that the Wix on the right has larger inlet holes. Would that give you a better flow? I don't know. I mean, because, you know, the outlet holes are the same, but it could give you a better oil flow. Now let's take a look at these louvers. Now you can see they're opened up. Yeah, those are opened up nicely on the Purolator. And on the Wix, same thing. They're opened up nice. So between these two filters, I think I'd go with the Wix XP. It's just a little bit better with the gasket is also thicker. It's sticked out a little more. It's a nice thick gasket. But, you know, because of the base plate. Otherwise, the filters are identical. So what do you guys think about these two filters? And again, I want to thank Jim for sending me this Purolator and Wix oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Friday. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. The Purolator filter media weighs 13.8 grams. The Wix filter media weighs 14 grams.